Hi guys, Steve here in Palm Springs. I'm here with Jim.
Good morning.
We just finished doing our weekly grocery shopping. This is week number 3. It's January, the third week in January 2025. My total came to $80 and I think 38 cents. Do you remember what yours came to?
Mine was about 118, but that included probably about $27, $28 worth of non-food items.
Oh, okay. So it would have been about $100.
No, it would have been closer to 90.
I had to get some eye drops that were around $11 and something, and we both got low-dose aspirin, and we got enough to last almost a year, so that was like $6.30 something, I think. So not too bad this week. First week was around 50 something. Last week was around $70, and this week's around 80. So it's been going up a lot, but not because the price is going up, just because I was buying things that I haven't bought in a while. So what I did this week is I checked some of the items that I don't buy at all, and we're lucky. We don't eat much meat at all. We don't drink coffee. Well, you actually do. You have the...
Well, I drink the flavored coffees.
Yeah, so that's pretty expensive. What is that?
It's like $3.70 something for one of those little...
And how long was that last year? A week?
Maybe a week and a half.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I went down the coffee aisle just to see how expensive it was, and I was surprised. I thought the prices would be even higher. I've been into coffee shops with friends. I don't drink much coffee because of my kidney stones. I did buy a little tiny packet of decaf Folgers. They come in these little individual packages per cup, and I'll have a few of those a year. That's about it. And I think it was like $1.50, $1.60. So that was actually a pretty good price for 6. What is that divided by 6? $1.50 divided by 6.
25.
25 cents each. So 25 cents per cup of coffee. Not too bad, considering that you go to Starbucks. The last time I was there, I think the cup of coffee was around $7, $8, and that was probably 5-10 years ago. It's probably around $20 a cup now. I don't know. I don't drink coffee, so you guys know. So I was surprised to see the Starbucks that you could buy at Walmart in a package to prepare yourself is fairly reasonable, really. I think it was like $12, $13. And I think you can probably spend that on a cup of coffee these days, right? Do you know? I mean, Jim doesn't drink coffee out either. Neither of us drinks coffee. So we don't drink coffee much. We don't eat meat much. We don't eat sugar anymore, rarely ever. Quite a few of you also mentioned sugar. So I just thought I would look at the things that most people do buy a lot each week, or at least on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. And I was just curious what those prices were, since I never look at those prices since we don't buy those products. And candy was one of the items that a lot of you mentioned. We don't really eat much candy, and just looking at the M&Ms, a bag of M&Ms, I remember a while back, a couple years ago, I would occasionally buy a bag of M&Ms, and I think so would you. And I remember they were outrageously priced back then. It was like $4 for just a regular little package that you could buy when you were a kid for like 20 cents.
Yeah, like $4, but it was like maybe $1.05 or something or other when I was maybe buying those individual.
Just a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Huh. I thought the one I was buying was like $4. Well, the one I bought was $4. Maybe it was a larger family size.
Yeah, you would probably got more like at the bag as opposed to the...
Well, that's what I looked at today. The bag, which is still not that large. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not that large. It was like, I think almost, it was between $9 and $10 now. So the last time I looked a year or two ago, it was a little over $4, maybe $4.50, and so around double from what I remember. And don't quote me on it, I could be wrong. It could have been a few years ago. The years go by so fast, but it wasn't too long ago. So yeah, almost for a large family-sized bag of M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms, I think, were like between $9 and $10 now. Crazy. Glad we don't eat candy, coffee, meat, or eggs. So eggs is the big one. Eggs was the big one when you guys left comments. You're all paying like outrageous amounts for eggs. So I was just curious. I don't buy eggs. I don't eat eggs. A couple times a year I'll have eggs. And Usually when I buy eggs, it's to make potato salad. I'll buy a dozen eggs to make potato salad in July for 4th of July. And so the prices were about $11 per carton, so that's almost like $1 an egg. And then you do buy eggs. You don't have scrambled eggs or anything. You don't have eggs for breakfast, but you have...
I'll buy hard-boiled eggs, usually for my salad, which I did today, and I was actually kind of surprised. I got a package of 6 eggs that were cage-free for $4.98, but if I actually looked at the fresh eggs for 6, it was the same price. Usually the ones that are already pre-hard-boiled are a lot more expensive than...
Well, yeah, because they already do all the work,
Yeah.
and they also take the shell
price.
off. Huh. Okay, so not too bad. So now you don't do that every week. You just do that once in a while.
Every so often, just to get some protein into my salad, being that I don't have meat in it.
Yeah. So anyway, 3 weeks in, and prices haven't gone up that we've noticed. They haven't gone down, but they've stayed around the same. So really not too bad for week 3. Although when you think about it, $80 for no meat, no coffee, no eggs, and no candy, that's still pretty high. So as always, thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you on next week's shopping trip.
Bye.
Bye.